Hello, I'm Lizard Wizard the Wizard Lizard. I am an indie game developer currently working on a cyberpunk stealth action hacking game called H347, or Heat. But I wanted to talk about this channel for a second. Since I've started this channel, I made a decision that whatever stupid idea pops into my head, if it amuses me, I will follow through on that idea no matter what. It turns out this is a great plan, because almost every time I am putting an episode together, I have the same thought, which is, this is such a stupid idea and nobody is going to like it. But, sticking to my commitment, I follow it through and put all that I can into it. And then, almost every time I'm finished and the episode is published, and I get that first bit of feedback from my friends and followers, that original thought goes away and is replaced by a new thought that says, I put myself out there and other people liked it. My doubts are quickly replaced with a sense of pride, a place I never would have gotten to had I given in to the doubts and gave up. Hold on a second. Ah, shoot, hold on. Okay, wait. Gosh. That's not good. So, as I was brainstorming episodes, I had a really stupid idea. Like, really stupid. But it amused me so much I had to give it a try. And so I spent almost 2 full weeks fully engaged in making that idea real. A piece of advice that you may have heard before is that a great way to start into game dev is to just make a clone of the simplest game. But to keep it interesting and make it your own, you add a small twist. Wanting to make a video about game dev basics, I thought I'd practice this idea myself, so I made Pong. Pong is more or less physics-based, so we'll use Godot's built-in physics. We have a rigid body 2D node for the ball. Rigid body nodes don't get their velocity set directly like the other body nodes do. Instead, you apply forces. So we'll just give it a little boost here and... Okay, rigid body 2D has gravity enabled by default, so we'll just turn that off and... It's not very bouncy. Let's fix that. Nice, but pixel art shouldn't rotate, so let's lock the rotation. I just want to make a ball bounce. Godot, why? Okay, since the ball can't rotate, now it's affected by friction, so we need to turn that off too. Beautiful. Pong needs paddles, so we'll quickly code up a paddle AI. Then we'll duplicate our paddle to the other side and... That's not very Pong ball of you. Get your round butt in here! Yeah! It turns out Godot has a default amount of linear dampening applied to everything, so we'll turn that off too. And while we're at it, we'll give the paddles a slightly different behavior when on offense for a less symmetrical look. Gotta spruce up the environment too. Alright, just Pong. Nothing weird here. Although it kinda just plays by itself, so it's a screensaver. Yay! But what if you could press a key and... Now he's walking around. Our ball has little animated legs. How cute. And then what if the Pong ball needed a break? Well, we'll need a break room, obviously. Our little legs have to take us places. And then what if there were other Pong balls? For this, we'll use a plugin. In this case, I'm using Dialog Manager 3 by Nathan Hode. It's lightweight and versatile, which is exactly what I need. Customizing the dialogue pop-up and adding in a basic character portrait is super simple, as is typing out some simple cutscenes. Let's follow along and see what life is like when you're an anthropomorphized Pong ball. Jervis, lead the way. So it looks like you can spend the points you score for upgrades. With Curveball, Jervis is ready to give those paddles a what for, and start earning some more points. I mentioned that Dialog Manager was lightweight and versatile. Well, now that comes in handy, as it was fairly straightforward to add in a custom shop feature. When writing dialogue, you can include tags in any given line, just a hashtag and a tag name in square brackets. These tags are passed alongside any actual dialogue or other tags to a dialogue line object. If we go into our dialogue scene, we can modify the included demo script. When applying a line of dialogue, it will intercept a shop tag and insert our own shopping logic. Changing the background and the portrait animation are done in a similar way. For shops, we are passing a shop name with our shop tag. The dialogue scene then finds that shop and generates a list of options for each shop item. It looks like Jervis wants that winning edge, so they bought the curveball upgrade. Time to go home and get some family time in before the next workday, Jerb. Ooh, it looks like Jervis might have needed those points for something else. We can make up for it, right, Jervis? Let's get into the arena and try our new upgrade. Let's prove them all wrong, Jervis. Get in there. So here's the crux of our twist. You are the ball. And now the use of a physics object makes some sense. Because we can manipulate the ball by just applying forces, we can make upgrades that apply forces in different ways. Adding abilities is a little more involved, but here's the general idea. We have a base ability class, which handles input, ability cost, cooldown, etc., but doesn't actually add any behavior. We then extend that class to make a new ability. For Curveball, essentially, when used, Curveball will shift the ball's trajectory slightly in the direction pushed. We also have the Spike upgrade, which gives a simple burst of speed in the ball's current direction. So, that's our core game loop. Play Pong, buy upgrades, and maintain your family's well-being. In between rounds at the Pong arena, you can interact with various different NPCs through dialogue. I ended up filling about 4 in-game days with various branching scenes, as well as a few different endings, but the game always ends after day 7, and then gives you your score, as well as a set of achievements you earned. There are 11 achievements in total if anyone's dedicated enough to find them all. Oh yeah, that brings me to my next point. If you would like to give the game a try, you can. The entire prototype is available for free on itch.io. Give it a try, and then come share your final score on Discord. As of making this video, the current high score to beat is 6,930. So, my stupid idea became a real game with a complete game loop, multiple endings, and an achievement system. There's still a ton I could do to polish it, and so much content to add, but I had to reach an endpoint. I spent nearly 2 weeks straight on this, neglecting pretty much everything else, but I'm super happy and proud of what I created. And who knows, if somehow this video or the game gets a ton of positive feedback, then I would be more than happy to come back and make a more finished product out of it. I definitely have a ton of other stupid ideas to make the game better. For now, we are back to my main project, H347. So, for the rest of this devlog,